Hey guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have a special guest for today's video. So Dalton, of course, has been on my channel before. We used to play the Guess the Horror Movie based on the negative review. We haven't done that in a really long time, but we are playing a different game today. We are going to be playing something that, excuse me, we're going to be playing something that I think should be pretty fun.
Well, we'll see how I do.
We're going to be doing Guess the Horror Movie based on the tagline. So Dalton will be trying to guess the horror movie based on the tagline, and I think he should do pretty well because these are all going to be, so Dalton knows horror movies. Obviously this isn't going to be as easy for him as it would be for me, but he knows a decent amount. So
like I mix a lot of things up, so
I will say I will give you hints and I'll let you look at my physical media shelf because the majority of the films that I'm going to be trying to have you guess are ones that I already own on physical media. So it's not going to be that hard.
yeah.
So this is just something fun, just an idea I had. So play along if you'd like.
Can I phone in a friend and the friend is you?
Yes.
I want everyone to know that we just got back watching Friendship, and everyone should go see that movie. It's one of the funniest movies I've seen in a while. If you're a big, Tim Robinson obviously is blowing up, but big Tim Robinson, Tim and Eric, that style of humor, you'll love this movie. It's really good.
It was funny.
It's got some horror aspects to it, so we can keep it on theme here.
It is kind of a horror movie.
Yeah, it is kind of a horror movie.
Okay, so I have 14 taglines. Of course, we all know what a tagline is. So I'm going to start off with one that is on the easier side.
Oh,
these
no.
are all pretty easy, and these are all pretty popular horror films that you should know. I didn't sneak in any super obscure thing that only I and a few other people would know. So you know these films. It's just, can you guess what it is based on this little sentence or two? Also, another thing I'd like to add, I did find alternate taglines as well. I'm pretty sure these are all real. Some might be fan-made, but I liked them enough to want to include them. So don't get mad at me if some of these are fake taglines for these films, okay?
The thing is, you said you're starting easy, so what if I just...
So you want me to start hard?
No. Build up.
To be fair, I mixed them up a little bit. I mixed up ones that I thought you would get pretty easily and harder ones, but I'm starting off with one that I think should be easy if you just, think about it. Okay. First tagline, and like I said, you can have hints. I have an alternate tagline for this, and you can also look at my shelf.
Okay.
Okay. Someone has taken their love of scary movies one step too far.
Scream?
Yeah!
Okay, that one's
you
easy.
got the first one!
That one's easy, though. That one's really easy, okay.
The alternate tagline for Scream was, don't answer the phone, don't open the door, don't try to escape.
Don't answer the phone. Don't open the door. Don't try to hide.
That's pretty...
Yeah, anything to do with the phone, I feel like, is just Scream.
Yeah. Alright, next tagline. The tenant in room 7 is very small, very twisted, and very mad.
Oh, no. I feel like this is so specific.
And I literally have a shirt that has this tagline on it, so there's a hint right off the bat.
This one's so specific that it's terrible that I probably can't get it immediately, but can you say it again?
The tenant in room 7 is very small, very twisted, and very mad.
Wait, what? Very small.
Small guy.
Okay, very small. Trying to think of small guys. And this is something I've actually seen, not something I just know about.
Did we watch this together?
Okay, so this is the issue here.
I'm pretty sure we watched this together a long time ago.
Trying to think of small.
But you know this. You absolutely know this movie.
I mean, when I'm thinking of the small thing is all I'm thinking about. I'm thinking of Leprechaun, and then I was thinking of Child's Play.
Go down that route. Think a smaller scale though.
Stuart Little?
Like movie-wise.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? I'm gonna have to look at the
Okay.
Is it up there?
It is, in fact, up there, and you get 10 seconds.
10 seconds. I can't even read them.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh my. Very small. You said even smaller scale. And all I can think about is Leprechaun and Chucky. Like if we're talking about.
I love this movie.
I don't know.
I
love a lot of movies.
I have a shirt
You have a lot
that
of shirts.
says that tagline on it.
What color is the shirt?
Black. Of course. And I can give you an alternate tagline, but I don't think that the alternate tagline I have is going to help you.
You'll have to give me that for this.
Its mother conceived it, you won't believe it. The first tagline, though, the tenant in room 7 is very small, very twisted, very mad. That is the better tagline, and that's the one I imagine you guessing correctly from. I can give you one last hint.
Okay, yeah. Because
Early in our relationship, you made me something with this.
I was gonna say this, and I was like, I don't think I've seen Basket Case.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think I've really seen it. I think you had it on, and I didn't really like. It was just
Okay.
on. I don't think
That's fair, because honestly, I can't remember either, which means we probably haven't watched it together.
Yeah.
But oh my god, we need to watch that together.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I have. So I actually had that in mind earlier, but it threw me off because you said that I had seen, or you thought that we had seen it, and I was like, I don't think I've seen that.
Well, my bad. I guess apparently we
That's
haven't
fine.
watched a Basket Case together yet. That feels wrong.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, you had it on. Like you would have it on multiple times. I don't think we ever sat down and like watched it.
Well, we need to. It's a very important film. I saw that at the Draft House with Joe Bob Briggs presenting it. It was a real fun time. All right. Anyways, so you've gotten two. You've gotten two for two.
Yeah.
Yay!
So, I'll say 1.5.
Okay. Next tagline. I just have one tagline for this movie. You call the answer.
Oh. See, this is the thing. I'm really bad with names. Like, I think I know this one, but oh my gosh, it's like, is it a movie like where there's just like breathing on the phone?
Phone has nothing to do with this movie.
Oh.
Get away from that. I know
You
it says
call-
they call.
They
I'm
call.
sorry, you
You call.
call, they answer. It has nothing to do with the phone. It's another type of call.
Monster Squad.
No.
Oh wait, is it Lost Boys?
No. That has that. I didn't put Lost Boys because would be easy. It's Never Girl, Never Die. Yeah, Never Girl, Never Die. It's fun to be a vampire. That one's too easy. I will say, you're saying a lot of older films. This is not an old film.
Oh.
Think within the last few years.
Call the answer. Is it on the shelf?
It is on the shelf.
Even though I can't really even see.
You can't see?
Okay, that didn't help me at all.
It didn't help you? I even gave you extra seconds.
I don't think I can get this. You said the last few years, and I'm like trying to think.
Think of the really good horror films we've seen in theaters
Okay.
the last few years.
I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me. I don't think I can get this one.
Oh, I wanted you to get this
Drawing
one.
a blank.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there's another hint that I could give you without just completely giving it away, but okay.
You could say the letter it starts with.
T.
What? T. And it's not including the.
Correct.
Okay. Transformers.
Let's talk to me.
Oh.
You
I would have
call
never
the
got
answer.
that.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a harder one because it's so short.
I would have never thought that's a tagline for that.
Oh,
At
really?
all,
Okay,
yeah.
next one. It doesn't think. It doesn't feel. it doesn't give up.
I mean, it just applies to so many things.
Yeah, but it
Really?
doesn't give up.
It. But that still applies to so many things, you know?
Yeah, it does.
Because, like, you can go paranormal or, like, and that's an it-ish.
I only have one tagline for this as well.
I'm so bad. So bad at this. It doesn't.
It is kind of hard. It's difficult. Where does your mind go to, like, immediately go to any movie?
Well,
Just from that?
like...
Because you can say them even if they're wrong, and I can tell you.
Yeah, I know,
not
like,
even.
Barbarian, I think, because, like, that's an it, and then... But I don't feel like that's a tagline for that. And then, the it, then I'm thinking of, like, some stuff to do with, like, possession type stuff, because that's, like, kind of an it. Trying to read your expressions to see if I'm in the right ballpark at all, but...
This is a film that I own,
Okay.
and that I know for a fact we watched together.
Okay, newer or older?
The 2010s. So, between 2010 and 2020. So not like within the last few years, not like as recent as Talk to Me, but recent-ish, recent enough, not old. And I know that you like this movie.
That was a rough time in my life, 2010.
Same here.
I don't think I'm gonna get it because nothing's coming to mind.
Let me see if I can give you a hint for this one. I believe they are making a sequel to this, starring the same actress. As of right now, I've heard that. I don't know if that's going to actually happen or not. I haven't kept up on the updates, but when I heard this, I got very excited because I'm like, okay, yeah. Because this was a very good standalone film with a very good soundtrack. Very, very good soundtrack.
And there's just like only one version of this movie. There's no remake or anything, right? Like
Right.
It's just
Right.
Okay.
And pretty loved movie. Got a lot of praise, I'd say. Like when you think of really good horror films over the past like 20 years, this is definitely one that I think a lot of people would have on their favorites.
I'm trying to think of any like 2010 to 2020. I feel like that's such a blur for me for movies. Like I feel like every movie I think of is that, but I know they're not.
Well, this movie, I remember when we watched it last, we had a discussion of when does this take place? Because there are things in there that are very ambiguous, where it feels like it takes place in like the 90s or something, but then it also feels pretty recent as well. There's technology in this movie that doesn't really make sense.
I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me.
It follows.
Oh my god. I just need to be more confident because I think that came to mind, but then I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you need
just
to
felt,
say it.
Yeah. I just felt like, I was like, that doesn't make
Because
sense
it follows,
either.
she has that weird like shell phone that she like reads
yeah,
from, and then there's also
remember
like a CRT in the
Yeah.
bedroom, and it's like, wait, what decade are we in?
Yeah.
You know? But then they dress like 2015, like
Right.
when it came out. I think 2015. So yeah, I was hoping you'd get that one. It's a pretty good tagline for it.
Yeah, I mean,
it doesn't
I
feel.
really
it
like
doesn't
that
give
movie,
up.
but
Yeah. Okay, well, he tried. Okay, next one. This, I think, is considered one of the most iconic taglines in horror history. Okay?
okay.
No
Maybe-
pressure if you don't get it. But
Yeah.
I wanted to include it because I know y'all would know this, but does Dalton know it? Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
Who will survive and what will be left of them?
Is it a Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah, it is. Good job.
I think I remember that one.
Yeah,
Like,
you do?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's like one of the most iconic taglines
Yeah.
in horror history, and it's a good one. Okay, moving on. Every family tree hides a secret.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah, because I mean, I feel like that. I don't know. I'm trying to think what that would apply to,
Yeah?
but I can't.
Every family tree hides a secret. Family tree. Family, family, family.
But that's like, there's a lot that can apply. I feel like to a lot of things, but okay, I'm already gonna have to go with like, is it newer or older movie here? I'm already gonna need that.
It's within the last 10 years.
Okay, so secret.
This is a good tagline for this movie, given the name of the movie and the subject matter. This was one that I actually thought you would get like immediately.
Really? Oh, Willow.
Will give us a spook.
Last 10 years.
Yes.
Family.
Mm-hmm.
Family.
And I only have one tagline for this movie.
What the hell? Why can't I think of it? I feel like just my entire brain goes blank
I was hoping you would get it
on every movie.
because it'd be fresh in your mind.
Were you saying in the last 10 years just to like be more broad? Fresh in my
Do you want me
mind.
to give you the year?
Yeah.
I don't even know if that would help you,
It
but
might.
2018.
Fresh in my mind, which means we watched it recently.
Yes. We watched it recently.
Oh no.
Very recently.
What did we watch recently?
The only thing up here are codes. Just codes. That's all he does all day long. Just codes.
Speaking of which, I'll be streaming soon.
No room in here for any horror movie knowledge. So, every family tree hides a secret.
Gonna be a lot of dead space you're gonna be cutting out in this video, but every family tree hides a secret here. Okay.
Think recently.
I mean, recently recently you said we watched it. Yeah. And then you said 2018.
Yes, it's
Because
from
I was-
2018.
Like, I was gonna say Amityville for some reason, and then I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
It does, kind of. It's in a house. Like,
It's a house,
family,
yeah, but-
you know.
yeah,
I
but-
guess I can see where you're like,
Yeah.
and your family gets murdered. I
Right.
get that, yeah.
And then,
Yeah, keep thinking like that. Maybe you'll get there. I mean, I was hoping you would get it as soon as I told you, like, recent. We watched this recently.
I can't even think of the movies we watched recently. Like, horror movies. We've just been watching shows recently. And freaking House Hunters. And I don't think it's House Hunters.
It's not House Hunters.
I don't know, you're gonna have to give it to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want to look on my
Okay,
thing?
I'll look.
I think it's in there. I'm pretty sure it's in there.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to tell me.
Hereditary.
That's the tagline to that movie? Okay.
Oh, he's offended.
No, I guess that makes sense, yeah. Cause, yeah.
But like,
That makes sense.
we watched it like on Mother's Day at the Draft House.
Yeah, I know, but...
Were you not thinking of Draft House movies?
No.
Once I said it was 2018?
I was thinking of all movies that we watched here. And I was like, what if we watched at the house?
We haven't really watched any
I know, that's why I was so confused.
at the house lately, so.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm mad at myself. I guess, like... sometimes with that movie, I forget about the plot of it. Like...
You just think of like certain scenes?
Yeah, I just think of
Yeah.
certain scenes that are really good, but like...
And you forget the whole like.
When we
plot
rewatched
with, like,
it,
the mom and stuff.
yeah, when we rewatched it, like I completely forgot the ending. Like I didn't even remember any of that from the first time I saw it. Like
Okay, next. For God's sakes, get out.
I feel like I do like. Let me think here. I mean, I feel like Barbarian ish, but no.
For God's sakes, Get Out.
Oh, Amityville Horror,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Because first of all, you already said that. You already guessed that earlier.
Right. Yeah.
And second
That's why
of all,
I didn't think
I'm
of it immediately. But
pretty
I'm like,
sure that's a quote from the film. I'm pretty sure it said they say Get Out.
yeah.
So yeah, that was
Yeah.
one of the ones that I would hope be easy for you, and it was. You got it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alrighty, next tagline. How much blood would you shed to stay alive?
It Saw?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
yeah.
Saw. Good job.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. The other tagline I had for Saw was "Live or die, make your choice."
But
I thought
that would have been harder, I think.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
She in there?
Mm-hmm.
A terrifying tale of sluts and bolts.
Oh, Frankenhooker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankenhooker. The other tagline for Frankenhooker is "Some assembly required."
Ah.
That one's fun. See, some of these were easy. Five more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's going to be one hell of a family reunion. So it might be a little harder for you. But I have 3 taglines for this.
Okay. When you first said it, like I felt like something was about to come to my head, and then it didn't.
I will say, if this is any help, this is a sequel.
That's gonna make it a lot harder.
Think big. Think of your horror franchises, and think
I was gonna say Halloween.
family reunion. Who's related? And who's reuniting?
It's on the shelf.
It is on the shelf.
Okay, let's see.
I feel like that tagline is the best out of the 3. I feel like if I tell you the other 2 taglines I have here, you'll probably just be more confused. That first one is the most specific to this movie.
I don't even see any sequels up there.
Well, I said think big horror franchises. I have horror franchises up there.
Halloween, and then you got Friday the 13th.
Which you haven't seen any of those, so you can take those out.
Yeah.
That's a lie. He actually has seen the first 3. But it's...
Wait. Oh, I was gonna say Paranormal Activity at first, but
No.
like...
It's going to be one hell of a family reunion. Let me tell you the other 2 taglines. Blood is thicker than water. And then the third one, this one makes me laugh, and I'll tell you after I tell you. This summer, terror won't be taking a vacation. It's funny though, because this summer, this film should not have been released during the summer. That's the wrong season for this movie.
I don't think I'm gonna get this one.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. What made you get rid of the Halloween?
Okay, so it is. Like you said, no, because earlier you were like, it's a sequel, not necessarily 2, which means that it's definitely not 2. So, don't think it's 3.
No, that's Season of the Witch.
Right. So, 4 or 5, like 6.
Keep going. You know me.
H2O.
Yes.
Okay. What number is that?
It is
There's too
7.
many of them.
It's 7.
Too many. Not supposed to make that many movies.
It's going to be one hell of a family reunion. It's like Michael and Jamie after 20
Oh,
years.
after 20 years. Yeah.
I was hoping you'd get that. I was hoping you knew H2O well enough, but alas.
I don't.
Alrighty. Next. Alrighty, let's see if he can recover. An extraordinary origin story.
Should this one be obvious, or?
Well, for me, like, if someone told me this tagline, I would know because I'm more familiar with the cover of this movie, like the poster. And if you want a hint, extraordinary is a hint in how it's spelled. X. Extraordinary. X.
Is it X? No.
Origin story.
Origin story. X. I've seen this, you said.
Yeah. We both really like this.
Oh, Pearl?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
An extraordinary origin story.
Yeah,
and
okay.
it's X
Yeah.
dash. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
You got it. All right, 3 more. 3 more. You can do it. If you're going to bury the truth, make sure it stays buried.
Pet Sematary?
No, but good guess. I can see how that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Pet Sematary is Dead is better,
Okay.
which is way too obvious. Which I would have included that, but it's just way too obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do have another one for this movie if you need it, although I think that first tagline is going to be the best one.
Okay.
That'll help you get there.
I mean, I'm just thinking of like things that are buried, like.
You can get away from that. Like actually, like buried in dirt.
Yeah.
Like that has nothing to do with this.
Oh, okay. Say it again. What is it?
If you're going to bury the truth, make sure it stays buried. And I will say that somebody says there's a quote from this film that's very similar to that, but it's slightly different. And I can tell you that quote.
Yeah, sure. What's the quote?
Okay, I believe the quote is, "When you leave a man for dead, make sure he's really dead." And we've seen this.
Oh, it's I Know What You Did Last
Yeah.
Night. Yeah, okay.
Yay! The other tagline was, "What started as a new beginning is becoming a dead end," which, I mean, that one is like,
Yeah.
that one's kind of weird, and I don't really think that fits. I Know What You Did Last Summer, but
Yeah.
Okay, 2 more. Say your prayers.
Oh, Long Legs.
Yeah. And this is one of the ones where I do not think that is an official tagline for Long Legs. I don't think Long Legs has a tagline.
Yeah.
However, this did come up when I was doing my research, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's fan made,
Just a
but
quote.
it goes with it. So I thought,
Yeah.
why not include it and see if he can guess what the movie is. But yeah, you did. Awesome. All right, last one.
Okay.
Okay. What happens when you sleep?
Oh, I mean, Nightmare. Oh no. Wait. I get things mixed up. Wait. What happens when you sleep?
I got so excited. I thought you were gonna get it.
Stop. Because anything with sleep, I think of Nightmare on Elm Street.
That is fair. This is not
But-
a Nightmare on Elm Street, though.
Yeah, but I realized no, that's
Very
not.
different kind
Yeah.
of movie.
I have to look at the shelf. I think the first thing that actually other than Nightmare on Elm Street, the first thing that came to mind, but this isn't really a horror movie, is Elephant Man, because, the Thing. But
Oh, interesting.
I was like, well, that doesn't make sense.
Maybe next time we can do non-horror movie taglines.
I'd probably be better at that.
Okay. If you guys want that, let me know. But yeah, what happens when you sleep? I was actually I wanted to end on this one because I thought it would be pretty easy for you.
I know, that's why I don't want to stop until I get it. Let's see. Wait, did you say there is an alternate one or not?
Not for this one. I mean, I can double check to see if there might be another one. Well, another one was Don't See It Alone. But that doesn't really help you.
Oh.
Another one on IMDb says, now you can experience the phenomenon that is blank title in the comfort and safety of your own home. I feel like that was for like the home video release or something. Like when it released on DVD or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got for taglines.
Okay, what year is this movie?
2007.
The hell?
2007. What happens when you sleep?
Why the hell can't I think of that? It feels like it would be obvious.
It is obvious. What happens when you sleep, damn it? Scary things happen when you sleep.
I get that.
And you're haunted.
I get that, but like I can't. For some reason, I can't.
You said this. You said it earlier when you were trying to guess for another movie. You said this movie. You guessed it. incorrectly, but you said it earlier.
Like, Paranormal Activity, like,
Yes.
that's it? That's the tagline to that movie?
Oh my god, he's upset. Oh no.
I just don't feel like that's like, I was trying to think of like something where sleep is like really, like, I guess Paranormal Activities, but it's not only when they sleep.
Well, yes, but the first one, that's the whole thing,
But
when they go to sleep.
But I'm thinking of like sleep being like a central, I don't know, I don't think of that as a central like theme to Paranormal Activity.
Okay, well maybe that was something I could have told you, like, get away from like sleep. But yeah.
Yeah, because I was just trying to think, that's why, Nightmare on Elm Street came up. Like, I was trying to think of like what other things is it like what like I was trying to think of movies where like people try not to sleep because if they do, like something will happen.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street. Like nothing else would come to mind.
What is the tagline for Nightmare on Elm Street?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think Paranormal Activity.
Okay. Never sleep again.
Yeah, I really would not have thought that for Paranormal Activity. I guess it makes sense, but like, I just.
What was the other one that you guessed Paranormal Activity for? Because obviously you thought it was
the reunion one or whatever.
Why did you think that?
I guess because I was thinking like in the first one, at the end she leaves with the baby, right? Or wait, what am I thinking of?
Well, that does happen in part 2.
That's part 2, okay. So the first one though, I don't know, I was just thinking because I remember the second one is with the family, right?
Yeah, like the
her
wealthier family,
right.
Her sister, and her sister's family.
And so for some reason I was thinking like of that. Like I don't know why, like I was thinking like
what happens when you sleep? Wow, bummer ending. You suck.
We can redo it. I'll just be like Paranormal Activity. Yeah, I don't know. My brain works weird. Like what it decides to grab onto with like words and stuff.
I like how you got the long legs one really fast.
Yeah.
You didn't even guess any other movie, I don't think. You were just like, oh, long legs.
What was that again, the tagline?
Say your prayers.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, I don't even think, an official tagline either.
Yeah, that was just kind of a quote. Like,
yeah.
I would do better probably with quotes in the movies.
Maybe I'll whip up another game. Maybe guess the quote, or we can do the taglines thing again, but for like non-horror movies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let us know. Or
if you did music, I feel like I would do better with that. I'm a lot better with auditory stuff.
Maybe we can do that for the Patreon. Mm-hmm. Like I can play like a score from a movie, and he has to guess the movie.
I would probably be better at that.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
She's worth it.
I want to thank Dalton for joining me.
You're welcome. There's so many of them that I'm like, I do know. Like, I'm not really that dumb with the movies, but I think it's just like the words thing. Like, I'll mix up names of movies all the time. Like, just thinking of, I don't know, there's just words get mixed up for me. I'll have like an image in my mind of the movie, but I can't like think of the word around it.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do
this one who throughout any movie she's like, oh, that guy was in this, and this, and this. Yeah. Did you know that his sister killed? Oh, yeah, I can't even say that on YouTube.
So yeah. Anyways, thanks guys again for watching. Dalton, do you have any final words?
I'm doing a movie. Yeah, I'm going to start like streaming soon. And I mean, it's all like tech programming related, and it's probably a lot less filtered, I'll say, put that out there, than this one. But I'll be doing that soon. Be Dalton Kai Miller, K-Y-E. How you spell Kai? Weird way to spell it. It's how you do it. I'll be doing that soon. Maybe every once in a while she'll pop in. Maybe we'll do a challenge for my stuff where I can have you look like a fool instead of me.
Okay.
Anything with letters and numbers and just anything.
Anything that's not horror trivia.
You can do the codes. You remember MySpace.
Alright guys, thanks for watching.
Thank
See
you
you in my next video. Bye.